Hey guys, Chris here. Today I have a 3/4 season tent. It's a true winter tent. We're going to take a look at that next. Okay, so I've been camping, doing some winter camping, and I've been using my 3-season tent, and under some circumstances that can work okay actually, because it's not super cold, it's not heavy snow, it's not heavy wind. But when you encounter heavy snow and extreme cold and heavy wind, you want a tent that can handle that. So I did some research for myself. I found the REI, I believe it's called the Arete. It's a Arete ASL 2, which is a 2-person, 3 to 4 season tent, as I said earlier. What that means is it's got the lightness, the lightweight of a 3-season tent, but the 4-pole system and the heavier rainfly and the tougher tent to handle the snow. So it's actually a winter tent. A 4-pole setup means that you're going to get really structurally a very sound tent that can handle heavy snowfall when that happens, and high winds. This tent comes in at 5 pounds 10 ounces, which is the minimum trail weight. Packed weight is 6 pounds 5 ounces, 32.9 square feet. It is a 2-person. I decided, like I said, I wanted some extra room for my backpack. When it's winter, you're going to bring more gear inside. You got bigger boots, jackets, and you want to protect your gear. Peak height is 43 inches. It's 88 inches by 57 inches wide, 88 inches long. I can't say that. 88 inches long by 57 inches wide. And this has no interior mesh on the main tent body, and that's some really good ventilation on it, a bigger door, really good vestibule. But we're going to set that up and take a look at it. Okay, so the Arete 2, it's called an ASL. I believe that is all season long, which is kind of a cool name. So it has color-coded poles on it. Just to make it a little easier to work with. I did bring a tarp, but it's just a regular tarp from the garage, so I'm going to need to order a footprint from REI or get something that will fit somewhere else, but still got to do that. But we got these green poles here, and what's interesting on these poles is at one end there's like this blunt end like this. It's not a point that goes into the grommet. It goes into it. It's called a dead end pole casing. And it just so you just slide in from one side all the way through, and then it dead ends there. And then this end goes into the grommet on the corner of the tent. So, but 4 poles, and then these are the black poles, are the poles that give it the strength around the top to really reinforce that for the wind and the heavy snow. clip it in right here. There's a little holder. Look at that, snaps right in there. Isn't that great? So it really pushes that sidewall out and gives it that extra stability there. Here we go. Okay, at the top there's a clip here that snaps in there. So check out the top here. You can really see the 4-pole system giving you that extra stability there. Like heavy snow, it's really tough. Here, watch this. When I go to the top here, it just stops right there. So you can see the 4-pole design. It's not 4 full poles, it's 2 full poles, and then these 2 supporters right here for the roof line. But this thing is really stable, and that's going to help a lot on those snowy nights that I want to do. And so now I got that option with this tent. This is the Arete ASL 2 is $399. And that is a pretty good price because these 4-season tents can run from $500, $600, $800 to $1,000 or more to get the true 4-season tent. I'm gonna get the rain fly on, and then we're gonna do a quick tour. These clip in really easy. There are 6 clip points around the tent. Look at that, and you can cinch them up. Little reflectors on there too. Okay, it comes with 7 stakes here. And nice lightweight aluminum stakes. We'll see how these work in the snow. Snow's not very deep right now, but and it does come with some guy lines. Nice collection of guy lines there for the high winds and stake that thing out. But look at that. Okay, so there are 3 openings on the top of the tent to vent it. This is the back of the tent. You take this little post right here, put that up, and then you can see the mesh here, but on the other side you have to unzip it to vent it from the inside, which is really pretty cool because then you can control it solely from the inside if you decide to. And top, on each side you have another post right here and vents right in there. So very helpful for winter camping to have that ventilation, get that condensation out of the tent. But very heavy duty tent. I'm really happy with it. This is a bomber tent. It's going to handle heavy snow and wind and plenty of room for me. So that's the vestibule. It's a fairly simple vestibule. The door is straight on, so your vestibule is just this couple of flaps right here, but that is big enough to put a backpack there. So let's go inside here, and look at this big door too. But the door is quite massive, and There's a window on the door. Here's where you vent it, right there. And check this out, look at that. Isn't that nice? There we go. There are no windows in this tent, short of the door here having actually a very large window. Let's zip this up and drop this down. But that is your way to get any kind of light or visibility into the tent, which is fine because it is a winter tent. Now above this is your big ventilation flap right here. Look at that. Goes all the way to the middle of the tent, and then that opens up to here where we were venting it out. And it goes right through this vent right here, but this you can see the post is open, so and this opens up on either side. There we go. And then now we got ventilation all through the ceiling there if you want it. And if it's really cold and you need, close that up. There you go. So now the door almost completely unzips. It comes all the way down to this point right here. And I just noticed this, but it says door stuff pocket right here. And we take this guy, we just shove the door right in there if you want your door open and you're not closing it behind you on a warmer day or whatever, but you're going in and out. So there you go. And you just have your door like that. So now when we look at the door, look at how big that door is now. It looks like a Hobbit house door. Big round door on it like that. So I do got my sleeping bag in here. You can see all the room I have on either side. You can definitely fit two sleeping bags in here, 2 sleep pads. And so if I needed to have somebody come with me, if somebody was to come with me, I would have room for them. Otherwise I got room for my boots, and I have room to put my pack there or put the pack just outside the door underneath the vestibule. But you can see I have good sized pockets on the side. They are a little thin, but they are very flexible. So, but for something like a iPhone, drop it in there, or whatever kind of phone you have. But definitely batteries, your wallet, all those important things go in there. Here's another one up here. Nice little pocket. And look at that. And then in the back, there's a big long one right back here. Look at this one. And that's got plenty of room. That's your best one because it's right by where your pillow is going to be, where you're going to be sleeping at night. And this is where you're going to put your headlight in here, batteries, camera, whatever. Very nice. It is seam sealed on the side here. I don't know if you can see that, but we got some, I can see the seam seal right there. Bathtub floor, and then there is no mesh. This is no mesh. This is why it is a 4-season tent. Another pocket at the top here, and really generous gear loops. Some tents have gear loops, but they're so tiny they're almost useless. Look at that. See, I can get my finger through that, so I could easily hang something right there, as well as right, you know, here. There's probably 6, 7, 8 of them around here. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to using this tent, getting it out into some snow, and having a really good shelter out there when the weather is giving you a hard time. I'm gonna have a nice cozy shelter here, a little more room, and I could spend a lot more time in a 2-person tent like this and survive a snowstorm, as long as I get a good book and plenty of food and some water. So, well, hopefully that was helpful to you guys. It's going to be really helpful to me to have a good winter tent. So, hey, thanks for watching. and we'll see you next time. And as always, keep hiking.